With the trade deadline less than 48 hours away now, we have a trade to announce, and it's a decently big one. The Dallas Stars have acquired Tyler Myers this year and next from the Vancouver Canucks for a second-round pick and a fourth-round pick. From Pierre LeBrun, Tyler Myers to Dallas for a second-round pick in 2027, so next year, and a fourth-round pick in 2029, so a few drafts from now. Plus, Vancouver is retaining 50% on the remainder of Myers' contract, which makes him a $1.5 million player this year and next. I don't want to make everything about the Leafs, but unfortunately, I have to be reminded of the Scott Laughton deal from last year. I know different positions, but that was also a $3 million player who was retained on for that season and the next, all the way down to 1.5. Decently similar costs here because there was obviously more than the first round pick, and we don't need to get into the Leafs. I'm sure I'll yell about them plenty over the next couple days. But the Vancouver Canucks, to me, are actually a team that I would love the Leafs to resemble right now. Perhaps not on the ice. Neither of them are very good. But the reason the Vancouver Canucks are able to make a trade like this is because they got their most important work done early. You make the agonizing decision. I know it wasn't fun. I know it's not fun, but you make the agonizing decision to trade Quinn Hughes, and you get a haul. You get a very nice little crop of young players and futures. You do a great job scouting a player like Kiefer Sherwood. He steps into your lineup. He's more valuable than you could have ever imagined, and you get 2 second-round picks from the San Jose Sharks for it. Pretty good. And then to add to everything that you got for Quinn Hughes, to add to everything that you got for Kiefer Sherwood, you have to retain a little bit of money. That's Francesco Aquilini's problem. Who cares? And you get a couple more picks, including a second. That is excellent work for the Vancouver Canucks, who still have nearly 2 days to work on, well, what do you want to work on? An Evander Kane trade, a Connor Garland trade. You can do whatever you want because you did the work early. Listen, if you're going to be bad, and the Canucks, to be sure, are bad, you better have a plan. They, at very least, appear to have a plan in place. They, at very least, are accumulating assets for the future, which, if the hockey team you cheer for is going to suck, is the least you could ask of them. So, we know why this is good for the Canucks, because it's a buy and sell deal. If you're the seller and you get stuff, good for you. If you're the buyer, is the player that I'm buying good? Well, it depends who you ask. The nickname Chaos Giraffe is not necessarily a compliment. Tyler Myers has had an interesting career in terms of perception. In his first 2 years in the league, he scored 11 goals and then the next year 10. And it looked like he was going to be doing this for the rest of his career. Those were, in fact, the only years that he scored double-digit goals. This guy was drafted in 2008. Tyler Myers has been around the block. He's played 1,123 regular season games. Would you believe me if I told you Tyler Myers is currently 212th all-time in games played and climbing? He's going to be inside the top 200 in no time. And by the end of next season, if he's healthy, dude, this guy's going to threaten the top 100. He's played a lot of hockey. Now, after being a Calder darling, after being the 6'7" giant with offensive capabilities, he got a big payday, $6+ million, which was a big payday at the time. And all of a sudden, now that you're getting paid, I don't think I like you anymore. Never exactly an analytical darling, but he's had this interesting career renaissance in Vancouver. And as far as I can tell, the main thing that has changed is his cap hit. He makes $3 million now, and that was a lot more palatable. If you're a Dallas Stars fan, you cheer for the Stars, you're wondering how this deal is going to look. Well, he makes $1.5 million against the cap this year and next. You're going to have a real hard time having him perform so badly that you regret the cap hit. But ultimately, if you're a team as good as the Dallas Stars, it's not about that. It's about, is this a move that is going to bring us closer to the Stanley Cup? I think it is. It's not a huge swing, and maybe you might say, well, a second and a fourth is kind of a lot for a guy who's going to play on maybe our third pair. And maybe it is. Maybe you're also underestimating the value of retaining $1.5 million for 1.5 years. But it gives the Stars a little bit of versatility on their back end and some depth, which they've needed. They have some really good players back there, obviously. Olympics, a lot of them, but the guys outside of that Olympic group it's tough. Right now on Daily Faceoff, they have Tyler Myers slotted in on the third pair with Leon Bichelle, which has to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest D pairs in the entire NHL. They're going to have the most ridiculous wingspan in the entire NHL. And if you can burn them with speed, great, but you're going to have to find a way around the both of them first. They're going to lay into you with the body, and that's something that Tyler Myers is not afraid of while providing the righty shot. There's some additional stats on Myers from Mike Kelly of Sportlogic. According to Mike's stats from Sportlogic, he's 94th in the NHL in time on ice per game at 20 minutes and 13 seconds. That will go down in Dallas, no doubt. Blocked passes, 4.5 per game, which ranks 58th in the NHL. Stick checks, 10th in the entire NHL. Turnover rate, not great. He turns over 17% of his passes, and obviously his scoring has cratered. He's not even a double-digit points. The stick check ones is very interesting to me because I'm like, how do you even qualify? Like, is it a successful stick check? What is it? You would certainly expect him to be good at it on account of he has one of the biggest, if not the biggest, wingspans in the entire NHL. I just don't know how it's calculated. That's a question for Mike. But in terms of providing that offense, that's not why the Stars got him. He's there to do the things that he's good at. Be huge. Get your stick in the way. Block some passes. Maybe by being huge and getting your stick in the way. And probably, unless you take a lot of penalties or something, play less than 20 minutes a night, which I think will suit his 36-year-old body just fine. I like this trade for both teams, which to me is a sign that it's good for both teams. The Vancouver Canucks get decent assets. The Stars get a decent player. It's not the biggest trade. It's not the sexiest trade, but it makes a lot of sense. Tyler Myers, even though he played for Canada at the World Juniors, gets to go back to the place where he was born. Tyler Myers was actually born in Texas. It's a good fit on a lot of fronts. I like it, but do you like it? Let me know down in the comments below. For now, that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell your friends. Today, tomorrow, and Friday, SDPN is going to be covering the NHL trade deadline all day long and all night long. And we're going to be culminating it with a stream at 5 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Trade deadline. SDPN. It's where it's at.
Hey, did you like the thing you just watched?
Was it hilarious?
Was it informative?
Was it me losing my mind?
Possibly. Potentially. Most of the time it is. Hey, listen, if you like what SDPN has to offer, you should check out more of our videos and subscribe to our channel by clicking subscribe, or Steve will find you.